sidling into a box, inside another box, in Hauser Wirth gallery. Enter this blank white space, which is a parallelogram, although it's not white, is it? It's a kind of evil green. It's part of Bruce Nauman's exhibition called Mindfuck. Famously, he said he wanted his art to be as powerful and as direct as being whacked round the head with a baseball bat. What are you supposed to do once you get inside this green lit room? There's nothing to look at except how unpleasant one's own skin colour has become. I look like I'm dying. Maybe that's part of the subject of this exhibition. Actually, everything looks kind of grubby. You really wouldn't want to spend all day in here. It's torture, really. Whether it's a sensory deprivation chamber or a purgatory, thoughts of death are a bit inevitable. And the thought that what you really want to do is get the hell out of here. After the experience of being in that blank room, it's good to be amongst people again and conversation, isn't it? The text flashing up behind me is also a script from a video and a sound work by Nauman, and it's a kind of conversation, but the kind of conversation that wallows, repeats, and goes nowhere. I was a good boy, you were a good boy, we were good boys. You live the good life, we live the good life. This is the good life. We have sex, this is sex. On it goes, on it goes. I piss, you piss, we piss, this is piss. Just about everything you can think of that's at the root of the human experience is somehow played out on this wall that repeats. Things flash up, things disappear, topics come and go like stray thoughts in your mind. And this whole conversation, this roundelay, which is a kind of carousel of words, isn't it, ends, I don't want to die, you don't want to die, we don't want to die. This is fear of death. Sex and death is played out even more blatantly round here. Sex and Death, double 69 is exactly what it says in the title. People performing fellatio, men and women, flashing on and off. Sometimes you see men and men, or women and women. So maybe that dick is a dildo. As well as an image, I like the fact that you can kind of measure yourself against these life-sized figures when you get up close and hear the thud of the neons going on and off, like a heartbeat. Men and women appear and disappear, flash on and off. Cocks glow red. Mouths are open, mouths are closed. This mutual pleasuring is endless. And the neons confuse the figures into a kind of jumble, a sexual jumble, as the cocks flash on and off. This carousel, this endless roundelay of dogs and deer, partial bodies, bodies which are based on the kind of formas that are used inside taxidermy. They're not going anywhere, are they, except round and round. In fact, these creatures should be making a horrible screeching sound as they scrape along the floor. But this work has been around for a while, and it's starting to be destroyed by that, so they've had to muffle the effect, which is unfortunate. It's supposed to be traumatic and horrible and absurd and ridiculous and unpleasant. I like to walk with it because it feels like accompanying someone to the end. All I know is that I, as a spectator and as a reader of Nauman's work and a fan, am somehow implicated in all these works, and that my relationship to them is much more than aesthetic. It may sound perverse, but I find Nauman's art incredibly generous, even if what he gives you, you might not really want as a gift.